Hello, hello, good evening. Hello, how are you tonight? Hello, I'm sorry for being a little late, but here we are. I hope you are fine. And well, tonight we are going to have our readings using our tarot deck cards. We are going to use tonight our angel cards. Look, we have here the angel cards. And tonight is going to be with different cards, but also we're going to use different oracles. Tonight we're going to use different oracles in order for us to see what are the messages we are ready to hear and listen. So I'm welcoming you. Hi, it's so good to have you here. And well, now we're going to shuffle one of the decks that I love. Let me tell you the decks we're going to use, and especially this one is about the goddess guidance. We're going to use the goddess because let me tell you something. Astrologically, we're going to have a special more than a situation. It's like the chance or the opportunity to see Venus in a very different way. Venus right now is going retrograde. That means it's going back in an optical illusion site. So in that case, we are going to feel and we are going to have our desires going backwards because we are going to stay in touch with those feelings that we were having deeply for someone in the past or maybe longing from someone in the past. And tonight we are going to have the messages in order for us to understand that everything that happened for a reason and that reason perhaps left us with some knowledge and some wisdom. And that is going to give us some clarity in order for us to understand what was going on then and now what is going to be the difference. Perhaps we are not going to see it in the way that we are also ready to learn, to listen, to understand, but maybe more what about of learning how to let go, how to think about the past, how to be grateful about what happened. And because of that, I am now standing here along with all the things and all the background that I am dealing with. And this is now a situation that I am learning. And sometimes this can go a little more back. And that way back could be including also in a past life. So we're going to use also our past lives oracles. And we're going to use again or oracles for Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Raphael. So please be ready to ask your questions, please. I only need you to type your birth date and also to tell me what is it the topic that you'd like to know more about in order for us to have our readings here. And also, we're going to have the chance to do some knowledge about how we're going to live the next week according to our astrological signs, and those signs are going to be also for us to comprehend what is it that we are feeling with. Not only Venus is about Taurus or Libra, it's going to be also for everyone because we are feeling different desires about many different topics, especially when we have Venus in Gemini. And in that case, we are going to feel very curious. We are longing to understand, and using your logic for us to see what is it that we need to learn the most, what we were thinking in a logical way about what was in benefit for me so I can go according to my plans and how can I advance according to what I was thinking. And that of course is going to be so helpful. So please feel welcome to type your birth date and also what about the deck or the oracle you'd like to get your answer with in order for us to start. And please feel free of typing your information. It's only for me to understand also and connect with you according to what you have in your life, and also to connect with our spirit guides. So we're going to be here also to let you know the messages you need to see and check. And I am welcoming you. I hope you can see me and you can hear me well, because we were having troubles with the audio and the video, but I guess everybody is seeing me well and listening to me well. And well, of course, this is also a night where we are going to connect with the energy of feeling and dealing with what I hear in my heart on what I think. Gemini is a sign that is also doing many things in order to use with another person. That's because they are twins, right? And that also happens with my soulmate. That also makes me think about what was I believing, about what was I uh, feeling with the fantasy of getting in touch and getting to know my soulmate. And maybe also this could be a way for us to understand what is it according using the cards. First of all, and just for now and for you to just to get everybody warmed, we are going to use our activation cards so everybody can feel with the confidence to ask, so they can hear and everybody can hear their messages. And the activation for tonight is according to the divine feminine. We're going to connect with our female source. What a beautiful card. And let me just share what is the card about. And it says the frequency of divine feminine supports a receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. Of course, this is about what I am feeling receptive, what I am dealing also with Venus. Again, we are using the touch and the power of a woman, of a female. We've been feeling sometimes hurt. We've been feeling also with the desire of doing something in a different way, being cared in a different way, and being loved in a different form. But what about ourselves? And maybe ourselves, we are also learning how to do that. And we're going to start using our divine feminine activation card for us to connect with our receptiveness and also with our intuition, because we've been feeling, we've been listening to, we've been watching or seeing or reading or listening to conversations that we were being delivered messages, and maybe we didn't know that it was about us, but it made sense. It just made sense according to what I heard, to what I feel. Maybe it was just a little push that I needed for me to understand that it's only my time now. And according to this, I'm going to start a little reading. And I am guided right now. I am channeling information also. And by this time, I'm going to use the goddess cards, and we are here with Amy. Amy is also here for us to let us know that we need to have a leap of faith, of course. We need to understand, we need to comprehend. We are doing many things because we are feeling just with the thrive, and we are feeling pushed to do many things. But maybe I know the direction. Sometimes I can doubt, but on the other hand, I am also very lucky to understand what is it that I am feeling and what I am dealing with. I need to just make myself clear that when I am giving this leap, when I am just delivering myself in order for me to flow and to let go in this big universe, it's just me getting in touch with the source. And this source is also connecting me with my abundance, my prosperity, my guides, my light, my universal love, my unconditional love, also my self respect, and in many different ways the way we are connecting with this energy is for us also to believe that yes, we are also being healed. Meanwhile, during the process everybody is doing, for example, the part of the evolution or the comprehension for a very hard or difficult situation, it's also for us a time to let us know that, hey, we can trust. We need to trust in the universe. We need to see that everyone is going to feel okay. Everyone is going to be okay. I just need to trust a little more according to what we have in the Bible. And if we are having the faith in seed of a mustard plant, of course, we are going to see everything moving and happening. But how big or how small is a mustard seed? Mustard seed is more or less kind of the head of a pin, and sometimes some pins are bigger than the mustard seed. We only need a little will. We only need a little intention in order for us to believe that we are flowing and we are here going in a very receptive way and forgiving about skepticism, because we are now understanding that there is light. Maybe we can open our hands and not seeing like that directly, but we can feel that warmth in our hands. We can see that we are also like a little candle putting some light in our hands, and we can set that energy to everybody. And now I am reading with the Akashic cards, and now we have the Queen of Roses again, another female, another representative of Venus herself. And that is also a woman who's very loved, who's very tender, who's very happy, who's also caring and loves to see everybody just feeling that warmth, that hug. And I need to make you feel comfortable. And I also like to make you feel that you feeling here at home. Venus is also a representation for the family and for also our couples. And in that form, all of course, Venus as a mother is so caring, is just going to make our children or their children feeling just so great. For Libra and for Taurus specifically, we are going to have their children feeling so warm, so close, so remain to and attach to our hearts, because we are going to make them know that we are here for them. And that is also the sensation that Venus is going to bring us according to this retrograde form, and it's going to make us going back to what we were desiring, to what we were wanting, and about that care, that love, that sensation. I am here with you. I am aware that I am seeing you. That is the best part, that we are dealing with this situation. Now, using our angel cards, we're going to have our 10 of air. And this 10 is going to be also to let us know that we are going letting go many different topics that we thought that we needed to look after, and maybe just to take charge, or maybe I was just carrying too many things because I thought that those were my responsibilities, and of course they are not at all my responsibilities. But also I need to us to see that I am aware of feeling myself and releasing myself from those relationships in which I was demanded to put all my effort and all my will to make the other person comfortable, and just because he wanted to, instead of just doing it because we are feeling in the same way, and just because we are doing in a very equally way, in a very balanced way, and we weren't doing it. So what is it that we are going to heal with this situation? We're going to heal also just to improve ourselves. Yes, there is no doubt about it, because we are going to feel ourselves so clear, so emotionally close to ourselves. we're going to have our mind and our intention is just feeling accordingly to one another. And that part of feeling ourselves with integrity, with consciousness, just seeing ourselves doing and saying the same things we are thinking, we are feeling, that is going to open us many different doors and ways, and just closing some other windows, or maybe all the way around. But we are going to see that we are not in a relationship because we want to. We are in a relationship because we were just tolerating that. We weren't able to see ourselves in a situation that we can trust in ourselves so deeply and so badly, in order for us to put us ourselves in a very different situation, like in peace with myself. I am doing this. I am separating from my old relationship because I am doing this in order for me to sound in a very integrative way. I am also integrating the energy for me to understand what is it that I am feeling okay with, and I'm not feeling judged anymore. I'm not feeling pointed anymore. I'm just letting myself flow, and that kind of energy is going to be perceived, and I am going to receive it in a way as I am doing in a mirror, because I am getting the reflection of just letting myself being aware of what is it that I am giving to myself, and just the universe is going to answer me back and make me see myself in different reflections from different people that I know, and they are going to tell me, hey, you are just vibrating in the same energy as I am. And I am vibrating in a frequency similar as you, and we're going to pass all these things together, but thinking ourselves in a way that we are advancing according to what we wanted to comprehend and create for ourselves. Archangel Gabriel is also giving us this card, and it's saying, of course, to stay true to ourselves. And that is also making the energy, and it sounds so clear when I am saying that I am using my mind, I am using my heart, but making everything in one single line. I am making an integration of my energy. And that's also because when a person gets really so close to what feels, to what he or she feels and thinks, that person is also one single person doing in a very similar way, just as we were trying to grow, as we were trying to make ourselves clear about what we were feeling. According to this, also, we're going to see what was happening in the past that is linked with me, according to what I was thinking or dealing with, or what I needed to learn and grow more. And that also in our past life, it had to be with a pursuit, or maybe in an inquisition time, of course. What about this? We are seeing ourselves in two different times, that we were dealing with a situation that is very similar, but the times are not the same. What am I talking about? For example, in the time of the Inquisition, men were used to have power, men were used to have control, and it's not very different from now. But now we're more open to know that women, we can do many things, and also we can use our magic, and we can use our energy to make things happen. Of course, it happens now that we are seeing a world that now all the male energy is just going down, so down. And we are just breaking every macho thought and every way that women were pursued or were just uh, killed or murdered just because they were women, just because they were able to know what was it possible to do with the moon, or with the trees, or with the herbs, or maybe with what we were trying to mix our energies, and using the candles, for example, or using some incense or a quartz. Many different things we were able to do, and now we're more open to that. But now it has to do also with a karma line. And why so many years in the difference? We have to live so many years in difference because now we are able to see that one energy is not good enough always. And one energy, it doesn't mean that all men are just good, as not women are all bad. We are having the same energy, and we need to make a balance out of it in order for us to integrate the energy and to make a co-creation. And with this energy, of course, we can relate into life according to what we were living with, and also what we were having in our attention, for us to comprehend that we are here just to evolve. We are here to understand what is it that we were learning in the past, even if that past means in the medieval times, up to now, up to what we're going to live in the fourth dimensions. But those dimensions are giving us a chance for us to open ourselves and open our intelligence to integrate all this energy and all this information. It's not more about dealing or feeling with the idea of not growing together, but also to make ourselves aware that we can save our planet, we can save ourselves, we can evolve ourselves, because we are also giving our children and or all our descendants a different energy about they are going to receive to many different forms. Also, with this kind of energy, we can do many different things. We can think about that pursuit. We can think about that inquisition, because that showed us that yes, we can put the energy and the control to a single minded person or energy, but we only need one thought in a similar way in order for us to co create. We weren't able to be here, we weren't able to understand that if we didn't, if didn't feel we needed to hide, if we didn't feel what was it like to just cover everything and to keep it a secret for us to pass it into generations and generations, maybe we were able to cover and to protect and to make our little girls just passing the information like little secrets, even if they weren't secrets, but also to make ourselves clear that we are one according to the earth energy. And also we can help ourselves, and we can also deliver these messages by just saying and spreading the word to many different people, and according to what we are close to one another. Those energies and those feelings are just so great, because we are connecting ourselves into the places where we need it, and we need to give more love and to give more strength and to give more comprehension to what we were dealing, to what we were feeling with. So tonight we're going to see that this energy from Venus is telling us how beautiful we women are, how beautiful our female energy is growing, is balancing. But not because I am a man in a physical form, it doesn't mean that I don't have a female side. Of course, I am a woman, I am, and I also have my masculine side. Well, all men have a feminine side too. Everybody is just learning how to deal with that, and that energy, of course, is going to help us to understand that we are doing this because we are going to be feeling with more protection. Archangel Michael is the one that is giving us the energy. According to this, we are feeling the protection, we are feeling also with the answers that we are being comprehended, that we are like little childs just being cared and be looked after. This is the reason why we are making this connection about, and also because we are learning to live in a community. Because in the medieval times, again, yes, many people lived in many small cities, but everybody knew who was the person in charge of a different task, and everybody was around, and everybody knew who were their parents, who were their children, who were there in order for everybody to be looked after. And that is the reason that we are also relearning how to take everybody and under our wings and order or care, because we are also able to understand as a community that we are here for us. We are just remembering what was it like to pass this information to our little ones. And look, Archangel Raphael is also telling us about the children energy, because we are going to have this energy for our descendants as clear as possible, as beautiful as possible. And we are going to have this Venus energy in order for us to comprehend that we are here just for one single reason. We are here to be loved and to be cared and to be in touch with our feminine side, so we can discover magic, we can discover sensuality, we can discover also fertility and creativity. And we are also here discovering about new ways of feeling ourselves, giving some integration to our energies, because we are ready to understand what that we are practicing for going to the fourth and the fifth dimension. And in these dimensions, we are also being able to acknowledge about one another. That is why we are learning about doing these energies now. We are learning how to let go from old injuries, from past resentments. We are learning how to let go about different kind of pain, because we were taught to use pain as a tool instead of using pain as a step in order for me to evolve. It's a very good reason for us to understand that this is going to be our best way of comprehending what is it that we were dealing with. And Archangel Gabriel is also telling us that we can share, and let me just close the card. We are going to share our art with the world. Of course, creativity is just art, and what a beautiful art that is. For example, all the great painters, all the great writers, all the great musicians, they are integrating both energies, and how beautiful things they create. So imagine if we can do that for everybody. We're going to feel more integrated, and we're going to see everybody as equal, but also in the same line of respect. The same self respect that I am having for me and I am feeling for me is going to be duplicated by the person and by the reflection that I am sending through the frequency of energy that I am letting myself going through. And according to those things, I am also learning, and I am also able to pass on to different generations. And that is going to pass also according to what I communicate with the rest of my people. Maybe if I am just doing a meditation, for example, and I am telling everybody, okay, put your hands together, and now we're going to take a very deep breath, and we're going to let ourselves give into everyone. Yes, we are going to learn to do that in that same energy as we are co-creating. And we are co-creating because we are able to understand that balance is going to be the answer for many different things about going and putting our beautiful planet into one single part of peace, of going with the elevation time process, going with the fourth dimension and then the fifth dimension. And just it's going to be growing and growing in a way and in the form maybe we cannot imagine right now at this very moment, but we are going to feel it. Our head is going to be bigger, our body is going to change, our mind is going to practice a little more telepathics, because we are going to be in use, and we are going to be able to use it as a tool so fast, so clear. Maybe we are not going to use our cell phones in the future, because we are going to understand how to communicate and to relate one another just using your mind. According to that, we are going to make ourselves so happy, and we're going to make ourselves so accomplished with our missions for ourselves. We are learning how to deliver ourselves the energy, the wisdom, the knowledge, and also the light that we have for getting our little children to complete their task as they are told to and as they know how to do it. We are here just to let it flow, to comprehend that we are here to evolve. Some people, it's hard for them to understand it, and for some other, it's so easy. So we're going to see that everybody has to live their process, and they have to continue doing that with honor, with respect, with love for oneself, because it doesn't have to be in a misery way that we need to deal with our pain, but it also needs to be an acceptance and a different way of resembling what is it that I am dealing with, what is the kind of pain that I need to face, what is the kind of hurt, or even the mourning or grieving a pain that was so hard for me to pass on, that I need to clear myself. And that clearance and that kind of getting myself, for example, washed, I'm going to have my mind so clear, and it's going to be so beautiful that I understand just like that, that hey, I just needed a little love, a little leap of faith just as the beginning of the reading, because we are understanding that we are here to comprehend many different reasons and to see ourselves that we are evolving, maybe exploring. Why not? There are some souls that are here just for the first time. And we are also able to see and understand that we are here to love and to care for each other. It's very difficult when we are in different situations where families have lived with violence, with aggressions, that we are having little children being hurt, not only emotionally or psychologically, but also being sexually uh, hurt. And those things need to stop. That's why Venus is going here backwards in order for us to see, remember the picture of a mother. Remember what it's like to be in a fertility way. Remember what it's like to share yourself just because you feel it's okay. You are sharing your energy with another in order for us to co create. That is the lesson that we are going to have from Venus, and that is a lesson we are also going to see in an expanded way, but also so deep with the eclipse that we're going to have next week. That is going to be an eclipse that is going to open ourselves and our emotions so deeply for us to conclude with the things that have to be done by now. And we are so clear that logically I am not going to repeat it once again. So when a relationship, for example, is being just broken, and we are saying, okay, I'm through this, I need to pass on to this. Well, believe me that when we are passing that in an eclipse time, that for sure is not going back. That for sure is so closed that we never again go back. So think about your past. Think that it happened for you to learn and to evolve. It was not made for you to be hurt. It was made for you to evolve, to see yourself aware and conscious that you needed to feel maybe that little pain in your heart for you to open your eyes. You needed a push, and maybe that push is also open your eyes and just clearing your view in order for you to understand that hey, you have a different way and you have a different side, because you needed just to move your head a little bit wider, or maybe you needed just to make a glimpse of your eye so you can see what are the new beautiful possibilities for you to understand. You are ready to give to give yourself into a new way, into a new form, or of just opening your arms, opening your mind, re searching and rearranging different forms of connection with people, connecting with new more people, of course, and learning from people that was doing this in a different form, that maybe they were not incorrect, but maybe that was not the best time. And now it's going to be the best time just to learn from different people and to get in touch and to get involved also with different forms of understanding, because we are ready just to learn and to comprehend that we can also learn from a different person. And I'm just living from my reflection. Maybe this person is just showing me what is it that I am feeling myself with, about, or to, and that person is going to see myself as I am really showing myself, not just with a mask, but just with what I am feeling with in my reflection, in my energy, that is going to be just vibrating, and that person is going to put me to me in a situation that it's going to be more reflected than everything else. So I'm ready to open my heart. I'm ready to open my mind. I'm ready to understand that I am here to learn, to grow, and according to what I am feeling, according to my desires, and according to what I said that I wanted to deal here with my relationship, well, now it's the best time to do it. So, what is it that is going to be in June for us? It's going to be a lot of going back. What can I think about my past relationships? About going back to what I said that I wanted, to what I desired, to what I lived according to what I desired, if maybe I accomplished it or not, and also to make myself so clear in my mind that I am able to love myself, to take good care of myself, to see myself just covering me with love, with a big hug, just kissing myself, and also caring about me, because I am my own source, my own connection to the unconditional love that we all need to feel, we all need to be aware of, and just not to remember to let it go, but to make us feel ourselves so close to ourselves that everybody wants to be with you. That is the best thing that we can understand, and the best thing that we can comprehend about having our Venus going back in a retrograde way, and also with Saturn, with Jupiter, and of course, we are also preparing for Mercury going back. Mercury is going to be retrograde also by the next 10 days. So we have a lot of information coming to us, and we're going to see how many different ways we are dealing with our emotions. I hope you have learned a little bit more what is it that we are dealing with now, or astrology, but also I hope that you feel yourself with a new answer, and that the message that I've just given to you is going to be kept in your heart, in your mind. And just remember that everything happens for a reason. It's not good, it's not bad, it's for us to evolve, and to for us also to be ourselves so happy but not perfect. I send you all my love. I thank you so much for being in touch with me tonight, and I'm going to wait for you until next Friday. If you are able to speak Spanish, well, I am also inviting you to follow my in my uh, in my online media. I'm also in Facebook, and also in my Spanish channel in YouTube. I'm also in a group in Facebook that are also broadcasting from Monday, and also on Thursday. And everybody is also invited to follow me according to what is your language that you're speaking and you're comprehending. And I am so grateful and honored to be here with you and delivering the messages that I am ordered to do it so. So I send you all my love. Have a pleasant, a beautiful night. Have a beautiful weekend. I'll see you in the next weeks. And just remember that what is it that you desired? And now you're going to back that desire for you to evolve. Send you my love, kisses. Have a pleasant evening, and just have a beautiful rest night. Good night.